Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Laststandgamers, and welcome. So may the 4th be with you, and because of that, we're here on a Star Wars map. Now this Star Wars world has been out for quite some time, but I just really like the architecture of it. I like the creatures, I like the vehicles, and just the general layout. So of course we're on Tatooine, we're around the bar area. There's lots of really iconic sites around this little location that's been set up by Retech, and it's just really cool to explore. So first off, I wanted to draw your attention to these little banthas here. So you can see this one is with a saddle, it's got ore detectors, it's got some music so you can travel across the dunes, and what's really quite cool about this is it's got this moving tail segment as well. There's also one here in its more wild form. You can see it's got the hairy type blocks. That's just wood, but it's quite a cool use of the textures there, just to really kind of pull off that effect of an animal. Now, as we move through this site, we're going to see various different contraptions, and one of my favourite are these little communication arrays. I'm not too sure what they are, if they're charging ports for droids, or they're just general signal relays to droids and different things, or they could just be picking up the television for it, the people that live at these various huts. But really cool indeed, and they've stacked a few cargo packages here as well. So my plan is we're going to do the main loop, and then we're going to break off the track and have a look down some of the back alleys, see what some of the people are up to. So as we come in to the area just in front of the bar, we've got a few stalls where people are either selling some dodgy food or swapping droid parts. We've got the actual cantina over on the right there. We have got another little storage yard here, these with the open top roofs, so of course people can raise out of them and fly across to various locations around Tatooine. But what's really awesome about here is just have a look at the structures of these buildings. So each one of these buildings is actually built on a rotor based head, so it has this little gap, and I'm guessing the idea of this is it allows air to circulate in and out, and if there is some sort of sandstorm or dust storm they could lower it down, or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Just have a look at the texture and tones. The buildings are really nicely constructed. So coming over into this segment, we're going to drop down into this man's garage. And of course he's working on some sort of land speeder here. He's got himself a little cockpit, he's got himself various different tools to work on. This looks like some sort of blueprint screen. Maybe you could be testing or tuning his land speeder. And then we've got boxes about the place. Really cool indeed, a really nice area to hang around. I can imagine a little roleplay scenario being tested around this little village. So coming down the back alley here behind this man's garage, we've got some more block storage. We've got an old sort of small bike speeder, so as you can see it's got 2 reactors on the sides. It looks like it's seen better days, but it's good enough to get the guy about. So we've got some more storage boxes, another communications mast there, and then we've got these little guys here. I'm not too sure what they are. Are they some sort of drone, or are they some sort of trash bin? Either way, and just like the Star Wars movies, most of these buildings here are empty, so if you did pick this world up from a workshop, you could fill it out, the village or the setting, however you think it may be set up. So having a look in here, we've actually got his back alley as well. We've got some battery blocks, some little commuter sort of resource pylon things. They don't really have too much function in Space Engineers, but they certainly do look cool on this particular map. And if we continue flying and we head back across over to the main street, so we've got another little speeder here, this one looking more of a sporty variety. This one I don't think you can actually get into unless there is something I'm missing. It could be remote control, or the cockpit could be hidden somewhere inside there, but we'll continue moving on. Of course, there's various different back alleys storing different transport vehicles. You can see here's one where people can stand on and move around the areas. Good for the Jawas. And you can see we've got some more storage crates in this section here. So we've actually got the gate segment for the entrance into the area here. Look at these little canteen lights. I really like these. These remind me of some sort of Japanese village type light, and they're on a little rotor up there, or is that a spotlight? And these shine down and create a really cool entrance way. Of course, if you've got a really big vehicle, you're not going to be going through this way, but really nice, cool little entrance. So as we enter here, we're going to go around the left road. We have more stalls lining the side, as well as some droids that are sitting about. This one's with a Jawa behind him. These cool little Jawa models, look at that, they've got the little circles as eyes, and then they've got the little hood on the back. Really cool, really quite cute. And then we continue down the street. So we've got another speeder here on the right. This one's the blue variety, and we can actually get in this one. So let's give it a little bit of a drive as we go. Oh, I think we're landing gear locked. There we go. So the thing is with these is we need to turn our inertial dampeners on, and then we can speed around the planet. Of course, this is a standard sort of ship, so we can take off a little bit too high. And as we come into this area, we've got some more sporty looking land speeders. We've got another cantina gate, that's pretty cool, and then we have the market here on the right. Let me just pull up and I'll show you some of the cool elements of the market. So we've got these little hover trolleys carrying boxes and various other bits around. I'll pop back into my spectator camera so it's a little bit easier to get through the market. And then we've got the various different stalls here selling all sorts of stuff. You've got some Jawas in the back here, maybe illegally trading some drones that they've stolen, who knows. We've got some Jawas selling some food, someone doing some cooking over here, some more dangerously stacked blocks. We'll just have a quick look at each one of the layout. These are even really cool for just using a little trade stall on a server or something. But nicely detailed, really nicely laid out, and we've got some more banthas here. Really nice indeed. Now coming over into this area, we've got the rear of a little bit of the scrapyard. So we've got 2 Jawas with one of the speeders over here. They're looking really excited to get their hands on this guy. And of course there's a drone there, more Jawas in here. Looks like there's doing some scrapyard trading going on. There's one hidden in the alleyway here, I don't know what he could be up to. We're just popping into this building. There is nothing inside once again, so these are perfect for setting out your own layout for your own little village. You could even put this in a bubble and turn it into a little safe zone that your people could visit and trade in if you have a larger server like this. And we've got these cool little towers just extending up. Of course, a lot of them are just for decorative features, because it'd be quite difficult to work out how someone would live or this thing would actually work in reality for space engineers. Another cool one of these hover type ship boat designs. Really nice indeed. These do fly. They're a little bit tilted down to the front, so if I just grab myself my inertial dampeners on, I can actually raise this thing up and travel it around. Of course I can keep my friends on the front there, but let's use this to travel to the farmstead. Now I'm going to leave my panther over there. He'll be fine. He'll be well fed by the locals, do not worry about him. And let's head over to the farmstead. So moving across the desert terrain, just look at that behind us. We'll try not to get too much altitude. Try to simulate this as best as possible. So as we cruise over here, the farmstead is looking a lot smaller than I remember it. Oh, come on, can we slow down in time? Let's not ram into it. I don't want to cause him any more trouble. Okay, we've arrived. Lovely. We'll land this down here, and we'll turn our inertial dampeners off. That tilts the front down and allows us to get in and out of this craft. Lovely. So coming over to the farmstead, we've got some more communication antennas. One is slightly different. I'm guessing this one's a bit more of a long-range antenna. And as we access this place, of course, there's some storage. Another one, then pallet haulers around the back with some various different boxes. And we've actually got an interior for this one that I think is really damn cool. We've got an upper loft area on top of the battery. We've got these storage areas either side, and we've got some beds over here. Now, what's really cool about this map is there is 4 data pads hidden around it. I've yet to find any. I'm going to have a good look after I finish this video, but they lead you on a little bit of a mini quest around this map. So if you do download it, check it out, try to find some data pads. Oh, there is one place we've forgotten to have a look at, and it is inside here. So we've got another one of these little garages with a little sporty speeder that looks like it's unloading some boxes. They've got these large cargo crates as well. Really cool indeed. It'd be an awesome location to have some sort of battle around. Maybe we'll try some scenario like that in the future. But there we go. A lovely Star Wars styled map. Of course, there is some liberties taken with it, and I know there'll be some guys in the comment section going, oh, but it wasn't like that in the movie, or oh, but you know, take it as it is. Tech's done a great job of modelling this place. Real great work. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you want to check this out, there's a link down in the description below, and I will see you next time. And here we go. Oh, we went a bit faster than I thought. Hold on, let's get dramatic. Are we coming past?
Oh, they... Perfect. Just like the films. Just less green screen.
Maybe need one more in the desert. Right, there we go. Perfect.